Okay, so this is our fourth and final day of systems of word problems, okay? So let's just jump right in. Number one, Mrs. Newell decides to give a test worth 90 points that has 25 questions. The multiple choice questions are worth 3 points and the word problems are worth 4 points. How many of each type of question are there? So we're gonna let X represent the 3-point questions and Y is gonna represent the 4-point questions. Okay, so this is one of those that would probably be cost total and item total. But instead of cost total, we're doing point total and then item total. So my first equation would be 3 points for the 3-point questions plus 4 points for the 4-point question equals a total number of points of 90. Okay, and then the second equation is our item total. X plus Y equals 25 questions total. So then I solve for both, so minus 3x, 4y equals negative 3x plus 90, divide by 4, and I'm going to leave it like this. Then I'm going to subtract x, so y equals negative x plus 25. Then I'm going to graph both. So the first one is negative 3 over 4x plus 90 over 4, and then negative x plus 25. Give it time to load. So x is going to represent our 3 points and y is going to represent our 4 points. And we're going to see how many there are of each. So second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. So we have a total of 10 3-point questions and 15 4-point questions. Number 2, though there were 100 pizzas sold at Brooklyn's Pizzeria on Monday. A large pizza costs $16 and a small pizza costs $11. If 1,550 worth of pizzas were sold in all, how many small pizzas were sold? So number 1 asks us for each type, but number 2 is only asking us for small. Okay, so we have to pay attention to that later. So we're going to let X represent small. No, I'm going to do X is going to represent large because it came first in the problem. And then Y is going to represent small. Okay, not that order matters, but it does matter how I label for later. So this is one of those that we have cost total and item total. So the cost total is 16 for a large, so 16x, plus 11 for our small, so 11y, equals my cost total, which is 1550. And then we have our item total is x plus y equals 100. So then we're going to solve for y for both of them. So 11y equals negative 16x plus 1550. Divide by 11. So I'm going to leave it at that. And then I'm going to subtract x on both sides here. So then I'm going to type these in. Oof. And then negative x plus 100. Give it time to load. Now we have to pay attention here because they don't want both. They are asking only for the small pizzas. So small means we labeled small as the y. So that means I'm only looking for my y value, not the x. Okay, so that's why it's really important we label what's what. So then when I go find my answer, I know I look at just the y. So there were 10 small pizzas. Okay. Okay, number 3, Melissa has 100 dimes and quarters. If the total value of the quarters is 2140, how much of each type of coin does Melissa have? So X is going to represent dimes and Y is going to represent quarters. This is one of those again where it's cost total and item total. So we have 10 cents for dimes plus 25 cents for quarters equals 2140. And then item total is x plus y equals 100 because there were 100 coins. So then I solve minus 0.10x. So 0.25y equals negative 0.10x plus 2140. Divide by 0.25. Leave that there. Minus x on both sides here. So I have negative x plus 100. Then I'm going to type both in. Oh, I should have left that one there. Okay, once it's done. So they want to know how much of each type. So this one, it doesn't matter if it's X or Y because it's actually both. Just know that X is dimes and Y is quarters. So once I find my intersection, my answer is 24 dimes and 76 quarters is how much is in her pocket. Okay, at a Rockets game, Brent bought 5 hot dogs and 3 bags of Doritos for $14.82. Chris bought 7 hot dogs and 6 bags of Doritos for $22.89. What is the cost of each hot dog and bag of Doritos? So this is one of those where they literally give you your 2 equations, okay? So we're going to let X represent hot dogs, and Y is going to represent Doritos. Okay, so the first one says 5 hot dogs, so 5X plus 3 bags of Doritos equals $14.82. And then 7 hot dogs and 6 bags of Doritos equals $22.89. So then I solve for both. And I'm going to leave it like that right there. Leave that one right there also. So then I go graph them. Okay, again, they don't care which one, they want both. So we're going to find out the cost of both. Give it time to load. This might take a little longer because they're both fractions. Come on, come on. Since we are talking about the cost, we should get decimal answers here, but they will not necessarily mean crazy long decimals. Well, let's see. Okay, so the cost of hot dogs is $2.25, and the cost of a Dorito bag is $1.19. Okay. Last two, a math test has a total of 20 problems. Some problems are worth 2 points, some are worth 3 points. The whole test is 52 points. How many 3 points were there? So it's similar to what we did on number 1. It's kind of like a cost total and item total, but it's point total and item total. Okay, so X is going to represent 2 points. Y is going to represent 3 points. So the first one is 2 points X plus 3Y equals the total points, which is 52. And then the item total is X plus Y equals 20 because there were 20 problems. So then I'm going to subtract 2X, divide by 3. So I'm going to leave it like that. Minus X, so Y equals negative X plus 20. Type both of those in. Okay, they want just the 3-point problem. So 3-point problems means the Y is all we care about. If they ask for the 2-point problems, then we would look for X. But they just want Y. So how many 3-point questions were there? There were 12. Okay. Last one. Kat had 50 quarters and dimes. She has a total of 980. How many dimes does she have? So X we're going to represent as quarters. Y is going to represent dimes. So this is one of those where it's cost total and item total. So cost total means 25 cents of quarters plus 10 cents of dimes equals the cost total, which is 980. And then the item total is X plus Y equals 50 because there were 50 total coins. Oops. Yep. Divide everything by 0.10, and I'm going to leave it like that. Minus X, so Y equals negative X plus 50. Again, type this in, so this is the last one. We can make it. All right, this time they want just the dimes, and we said dimes represents y. So we're going to do y equals. So we just want the dimes, which means that's not right. Let's see, what did I do wrong? Oh, I forgot to put 0.10. That's what I get for Russian. So it does matter how you type them in, otherwise you'll get some crazy decimals like that one was. There's the first one. Here comes the second, nice and fast. Second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. But I am still looking at the y, and there were 18 dimes. If they asked for quarters, it would be 32.